everybody. I hope everyone's doing well. Well, today it is March 6th, 2024, and I'm here to do my Let's Talk Health Quest update video for you guys. I know it's been a little bit, and believe me, I have been recording for you guys, but like always, I don't put it up. I don't know. I gotta work on that, I gotta work on that. It's just when I'm in the middle of it and I'm talking about it, I just go on and on and on, and then when it comes to editing, it's too long, and then I'm like, no, anyway. But I do have a lot to say in this video. I do think it's going to be a longer video because I'm going to catch you guys up. We're going to go back a little bit, and then we're going to talk about a new tool that I've been using and why I got this new tool. Also, we're going to talk about, I'm going to show you an exercise video. I'm also going to talk about exercise and what are we going to be doing differently. I think you guys are going to enjoy it. I hope. And also we're going to talk about a snack that I want to share and why I'm going to share it. And we're going to talk about my weigh-ins. There's a couple of weigh-ins that I want to give you guys today. We're going to talk about stress and what I feel about what I'm learning on this journey of mine, my quest for ultimate health, my ultimate health. Oh, you guys, do you like my new sweater? I got this at the Goodwill not too long ago. I look like a giraffe today. And I even did my eye look. I know. Anyway, I don't know how I feel about the sweater, but we're going to run with it. I showed my daughter this morning, and she was staring at me, and she's like, I go, it's the sweater, isn't it? And she goes, I don't hate it, though. I'm not mad at it, though, but it's just not something I'm used to seeing you in it. I said, well, I don't know if I'm going to keep it. I don't know. Anyway, let's move on, guys. I just wet my planner. Gosh, I have my water and I must have spilled some. Okay, anyways, let's get going. So the last time I came to you guys, it was March 18th. I did a video, and in that video, I really didn't talk a lot about the things that were happening that I was picking up on. I was doing the more specific things about my health quest. In that video, I talked about my son, Aiden. He had something happen to him, a trauma that happened 2 years prior. I'll put a link here if you guys want. It talks a little bit more about it. But anyway, 2 years prior, and it just kind of came a crashing and on the weekend, and something very, very hard happened. And on the 14th of February, he was in a center. And he is home now. He is home, and he's doing really, really well. He is back to work, in fact. And he is seeking outpatient and continually working. But let me tell you guys, I really do feel like, my son prior to the 2 years, like I see that son again. And the trauma and everything in his life that happened, he really has a different lens in which he sees that. And it's just a day at a time. And he's doing really, 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 really good. And now he's actually talking about things he's going to be doing in his own personal life. And so it's almost like my son, the 2 years, and now he's home, and it's like now he's like retaking his life, but it's a day at a time, and it's going really, really good. I want to talk a little bit though about when I made the video on the 18th about my son, things that I was doing in terms of habits. It was like a 3-week storm that was really brewing to come to about the weekend of the 12th, 11th, when the thing happened, where my son needed intense help. 3 weeks prior to that, it was a brewing. The storm was happening, and I wasn't sleeping. I wasn't, it was hard. Okay. Day to day, it was really, really hard. And one of the things that I started doing was grazing on a particular snack that was very keto friendly. It was a keto friendly food. Nevertheless, though, I was snacking. I was grazing during the week. Now, I wrote down in my planner that the grazing really started happening about from the 5th on. Okay, from the 5th of February I started grazing on this particular snack. Now, we had a lot of the snack because we buy them at Costco. They're the beef jerky. They're like little sausages. And we get them at Costco, but they're no longer carrying them. So we bought a whole bunch of bags. You know, we bought a bunch of them because my husband really, really likes them. We really like them. Some of the ingredients aren't the best for me in terms of what gives me inflammation, you know. But nevertheless, from the 5th through the 11th, I noticed, no, not through the 11th, but from the 5th, I would say probably even after the 18th, after I made the video, I was still sort of snacking on these snacks. And so when I weighed in on the 18th, I came in at 182.6. That was a 2-pound increase because I had been weighing 180.6. I was so close to 170. But it didn't surprise me. It didn't surprise me. And I didn't say any of that, I don't think, in that video because I didn't talk about the grazing. I didn't talk about this snack that I was having so much of. I could finish a whole bag. I could on my own because we got quite a bit of the bags. All right, I'm gonna show you a clip here. So the following week, after I did the video on the 18th, on the 22nd, Thursday, I finally decided to get up and work out because by then, guys, I was getting sleep. I had been hearing from the people at the center, getting some feedback on my son at that point. Things were going really, really good. And I've been starting to sleep. And I noticed I wasn't as stressed anymore. And I even said in that video, you don't realize how much you carry, you know. But anyway, so I decided to do a little bit of a vlog kind of day, but I never posted that video either. But on that day, I decided to get up and start moving, and I noticed, and I wanted to talk about the snack. So let me put the clip here. I'm grazing, and I'm grazing on this Duke's original recipe, okay? And these are keto friendly. This is what it says: no gluten, no MSG, no liquid smoke, no added nitrates, 7 grams of protein, and less than 1 gram of total sugar. But that's for 2 links. That's for 2 links, and the links are about this big. These are not the best of the ingredients, especially because I think it has palm oil. And that's where a lot of my bloat and inflammation is coming from, palm oil. And then other things that it has, like the natural flavorings and things. So no, it's not the absolute best. It's not. And I'm using these little links and I'm grazing on them. And I noticed that since they came into this house, I noticed that. And the way I graze on them, I will get rid of this bag in a day. So yeah, I was just snacking on that, guys. For me, I knew that I was doing it and I was justifying it because it was a keto friendly food in terms of carbs. But one of the main things that I did in that video, and one of the things that I was discussing in that video, was what I've learned in this journey in terms of calories in and calories out, counting carbs, what my take is on it for me in my life. So I'm going to do another video when it comes to calories in and calories out, because there is some things that I've discovered and what I find important, and we'll do another video. But anyway, for the purpose of this video though, I just wanted to share with you about that. Now, that was on the 22nd, and that's when I started working out, by the way, okay? On the 25th, which was Sunday, I did do another weigh-in, and I came in that day. I'll put the weigh-in. All right, so 183.8, that was another 1.2 pound increase. Now remember, I didn't come and I share with you guys that I had gone down to 180.6. I just shared that on the 18th. But on the 18th, I had gone up to 182.6, and then now on the 25th, I'm up another 1.2 pounds, and so that is at 183.8. Didn't surprise me. It didn't surprise me at all, because those are the effects still of the snacking, okay, of the grazing, and I was doing a lot of it, guys. By this point, again, I just started working out on the 22nd. There was no purposeful movement for about 2 months, really, since December, and my strength training. But we'll talk about that here in a minute, okay? Hold on a minute. My daughter got home from school and the dogs got all crazy. One of the things that happened though on the 25th when I weighed in, as much as I wasn't surprised, okay, I already really started to see a lot of changes in my body. Now, as far as the weight, the feature, my physique, we'll get into that. But what I started to notice about all of this is the lack of, okay, I started reflecting on this whole journey. There's a lot of positive things that I feel about it, and there's things that, not that they're not positive, it's not that. It's just that they make sense. Okay? There's a lot of making sense, and I see where this is going for my journey, my health quest. And so on the 25th, I really started to ask myself, okay, I've been doing keto so good, so good, despite all of this that's been going on and other things, guys. Like I told you, just to recap, I knew that I needed to control stress. I knew that was going to be the key for me, okay, to get any kind of weight loss. That keto was going to be the lifestyle of eating, but it couldn't stand alone. It had to be in conjunction with reducing stress. And I knew that coming into 2023, the January 2023. Even though I didn't start my journey, intensely until July 5th of 2023, but I had already started at the beginning of January working at my stress. I knew it. So we're going to go back now a little bit real quick. When I talk to my doctor when I was 38 years old, I've mentioned this many times. I was diagnosed with chronic stress. Chronic. And because of that, I was diagnosed with hypertension. And to get rid of the hypertension at 38, I needed to control the stress. So a lot of things for me is hand in hand, but stress is the overall common denominator in all of it. So they did offer management courses and things like that, but I didn't take them. Okay. And I was told that by the time I'm in my 50s, if I didn't control my chronic stress, that it was not going to be good. Okay. So coming into 2023, I'm 55 now, but coming into 2023, I was going to be 54 in October of that year. I realized something's got to give, something. Ketovore is not working on its own, or keto would, even though I did it in 2017, it really didn't take off for me because I wasn't dealing with the stress of it. And another thing, about 3 years ago, I saw Dr. Ken Berry's video where he said, if you're doing everything you're supposed to do with keto, you're eating OMAD keto, you're doing intermittent fasting with keto, whatever, if you're doing it properly, the right way, the correct way, and you're still not losing any weight, you need to look at your stress. Because stress is cortisol and insulin, which is the stop fat burning hormones. You know what I mean? When this is present in the body, you're not going to be able to burn fat. You're not. And so I knew it then too. You knew it 3 years ago, 3 or 4 years ago now. So coming back now to the 25th when I weighed in and I was 1.2 pounds up, coming in at 183.8. I knew that there is a definite correlation because I am doing ketovore. I am at about, if I have to give you an average, I probably am about 15 grams on average. Some days maybe 18, but some days even coming in at 8-9 grams on average because I eat the same thing. I'm a creature of habit. I eat the same things. Right now I don't have, I just go and I have bacon and eggs. I'll have hamburger patties. I just eat twice a day because I'm not strength training, so I'm not adding another meal in there. I don't even have my keto chow protein shakes. I don't because there is carbs in them. And so the demand for protein for me is not as high. So I'm not so because remember I was trying to get 145 grams in my day. I may be getting in about 80 to 90 grams, still kind of low, but I'm just telling you, I'm eating very low carb. And so I did the math when it comes to my weight that day. I've been on this journey 9 months. 9 months, okay? March 5th was 9 months. In 9 months, I've lost 24 pounds because, and I'm talking about as of the 25th. I'll have another weigh in. I have to the 25th, which was 183.8. 24 pounds. That's an average of 2.66 in a month. In a month. Now, this is where it's positive, but it's eye awakening. You know, it's learning, it's understanding that yes, it's going down. Okay. Any other time of my life, doing normal foods, if you will, just regular out there kind of foods, you know, lots of carbs, I would not be in the shape that I'm in today. 100%. 100%. 100%. I would be probably back in my 200s, feeling more miserable with all the situation that's happening, dealing with it far worse because you feel bad now physically and mentally you feel bad. My inflammation would be through the roof, okay? Through the roof. And so I know that staying ketovore has definitely been a blessing for me and it's helping me, okay? But it's the stress. And so what I decided to do once I did the math and I did all this, I said to myself, I wonder if I'm even burning ketones. Now, ketones basically is what you find in your urine if you're burning fat as fuel, okay? I said to myself, I wonder if I'm even in ketosis. So I decided to buy me the keto test strips. Now, I had said that I wasn't going to do that's, you know, but the reality is that there is a reality that's happening, and that is I am under a lot of stress. I am a chronically stressed person. I just thought to myself, let me put something to the test. Let me see, because I'm doing ketovore really, really good, am I in ketosis? Am I? Now remember, when you have stress hormones in your body, you don't burn fat, okay? So I did this about a week ago. And what it is, they're just these test strips. I have one here because I did use one already today. I've been doing it every week. I've been doing it for the past week. It's not going to show you the accurate color. I'm going to show you what this is, but because it's been exposed to the air, it oxidized. Anyway, you pee on the strip. Actually, it says to pee in a cup and then dip it, but I just put it in my stream. And what it is, it's supposed to change color, okay? And mine doesn't have an accurate of anything because of the oxidation. But if you're over here, you are definitely in ketosis. That's max. There, you have lots of traces of ketones. If you're over here, there's no trace of ketones. And in here, it's like small traces, here small particles, and then you start getting bigger. I'm at no trace for an entire week since I started this thing, actually, since I started this thing. No traces of ketones at all. And yet, I am at about, on average, 15 grams, some days maybe 8. You know, it depends. I maybe have a little onion, maybe have a little broccoli, maybe have something with a little bit of cream cheese. Honestly, but for most days, probably very minimal. Whatever is in the egg. It's very minimal. And yet you see 2.66 pounds a month for 9 months. I should be, in my opinion, the way I am eating. Let me tell you, the way I say no to things, the way I'm in situations and I don't eat these things that are before me, these things that any other time in my life I would have grabbed. I don't do it. I don't do it. I stick to it. I'm so proud of myself because this diet for me, this ketovore diet does it for me though. It makes it simple when it comes to cravings. This is the tool that I decided to pick up because I want to see as my stress improves. I'm going to be doing things to also help in it. pick up my meditation again, my rosary meditation. It helps me. So I'm going to be doing things like that to help in that. And I'm going to see if there is, my thinking is, because there's so much cortisol, so much insulin due to stress, I cannot get any ketones because I'm not burning my fat. And yet, again, I've lost 24 pounds as of the 25th. I've lost 24 pounds, and that's something good. But I should be, in my opinion, I should be down in the 173 area, 172. In my personal opinion, the way I'm eating. So let's go ahead and talk about exercise really, really quickly. In the video of the 18th, when I talked to you guys, I said that I haven't been working out probably at that time for about a week. About a month and three weeks, almost 2 months. And on the 18th, I had said that I wanted to do more purposeful movement, that I wanted to do that. And on the 22nd is when I actually got up and I started feeling better. And I think it has a lot to do with the sleep that I was getting. And anyway, I started working out. And one of the things that when I got up to do the strength training of it, a part of it, I got my 10-pound weights out that day. And I said, you know what? There's no way. There's no way. You guys, I had already started to see my body lose the physique that I was gaining, the definition in my arms, and especially and in my inner thighs. I started to lose that. I was already losing that. And I just thought 10 pounds, I don't think that's going to be a good idea. So you know what I did? I followed Improved Health here on YouTube. Her name is Jules. I do her strength training calendar. So in her strength training, she has beginner 1, beginner 2, beginner 3, beginner 4. And then she has other workouts that are a little bit more intense. I don't do those yet. I was at beginner 3. And with every level, she has 2 tiers in each one. I was doing beginner 3, tier 2. Okay, so I was ready to jump up to beginner 4. I was getting there. I decided to go all the way back to beginner 1 and start with the tier 1. Just start with 1. And that's what I've been doing. Yesterday, however, I did beginner 1, tier 2, and I'm going to show you here. Okay, guys. So you're watching right now an update. So I'm going to show you what I've been doing for my strength training because I just don't feel like I am ready for 10 pounds right now or 8. I kind of want to start slow. I kind of want to just, take my time with it and build up to it again. I'm doing beginner 1. Now this is the tier 2, I believe, or the second exercise within beginner 1. So this is the first day of me doing that. I've been doing beginner 1, like the first one, the intro, if you will. So I think in this one we're going to do a little bit more. I'm not sure. But regardless, I am just doing 3 pounds and 1 pound depending. Yeah, just trying to build up to it. So
lately I don't mind staying up till midnight. I got no complaints, nothing doesn't feel right. Every time you call me, I don't wanna keep you waiting. Why don't you hold me? Cause this is what you got me saying. This is what you got me saying. This is what you got me saying. Cause this is what you got me saying. Call me. This is what you got me saying. Call me. This is what you got me saying. Baby, I don't mind staying up till midnight.
You know, the where you're walking like on a wire kind of thing with your foot in front of the other. That was challenging for me, guys. And this is why I really love her strength training workouts, because they really, really, really challenge your brain. They challenge the balance to keep you balanced, and I really, really like it. Right now, she said that if you're having a hard time, walking that, straight line, it could be your blood pressure's off too. So if it's your blood pressure is slightly off, it could affect the way, sometimes you don't feel balanced, or you could be tired too. So it's just a lot, So I thought that was pretty neat. Anyway, the name of this one is Intro Strength Training Workout. That is it for right now. I'm going to go ahead and let you go back, continuing watching the video. I forgot really quick. I just saw over here. I just want to let you guys know that in the punching, I did these 1-pounders. Really like it. And then for the rest of the workouts, I did 3 pounds weights. And that's good enough for me right now. I need this, just getting back in it slowly but surely. Yeah, so I started doing my strength training, but 3 pounds, 1 pound, that's all I'm doing, and that's good. Speaking of that, what we're going to be doing, we're going to be doing some belly dancing. Yes, we are. We're going to bring in belly dancing. I've always wanted to do that, especially for me, because my visceral fat, because of all this stress, it's really, it's not as toned anymore. I want to do some belly dancing. So I ordered me the little scarf that goes around your waist. And we're going to be doing some. There is a channel that I found here on YouTube that I'm going to be doing. I'll bring that to you guys too. So we're going to be doing some belly dancing. I think that's going to be fun. And let's get into the current weight then, okay? What's the result of all this? On March 3rd, Sunday, March 3rd, I did weigh in, and this is what I weighed. All right, 182.6. That is a 1.2 pound loss. So I'm back down to 182. I feel it, less inflamed. My ring is starting to sort of spin around me, and I always can tell with my rings, that I'm losing some of that water. I'm flushing some of that water. I'm losing some of that inflammation. And hopefully this will start showing in my ketone strips. Get me a little trace. Get me a little, I'll take trace, which is right here. Not yet though. That is it, guys. That is where that's where we're at right now. The other thing that I want to share with you guys is that my oldest, Aaron, he told me that I'm going to be a grandma again. He's going to have baby number 2. And they are having a boy. They are having a boy, and he says, "Mom, that is it from me, Mom." I said, okay. He's going to have his little girl, and now he's going to have his little boy. Baby should be here September 7th. And so that's good. He's doing really, really good. He's finally got into the hospital that he wanted. I had mentioned that a while ago, last year maybe, that, there is a hospital that he's been wanting to work at, and that is his dream hospital of all hospitals. He's there. He's there. He's still going to school. He's finishing up school. His career's taken off, and he's doing really, really good. Really, really good. I'm so proud of him. So proud of him. So I'm going to have a grandson come September. Anyways, my friends, I think that is everything. I'm pretty sure that is everything. I was going to show you an outfit that I was able to get into, but we'll save all of that. All right, my friends, it's going good. It's going good. So look out for some belly dancing. Hopefully our strips will change colors. We'll get into trace. And yeah. Okay, my friends, I will see you guys hopefully this Sunday. Get in the weigh-in, okay? All right, talk to you later. Bye.